Good evening, I'm Harry Keeling, and on behalf of Alaska Public Media and the Alaskan Aviation Safety Foundation, welcome to Hangar Flying. This evening our guest is a pilot with over 20,000 hours flying a wide variety of air machines, from C-130s to probably every version of the 737 to his own Cessna 182. Jim Robinson's done a lot of flying. Jim, welcome back to Hangar Flying.
Thank you, Harry.
Jim, when you were first on the show a few years ago, you were talking about flying the 737 and your aircraft at the time, which was a 180. But tonight I'd like to actually have a hands-on session with you, talking about some of the latest technology that you're using in your 182. Our audience, as you know, are pilots and aviation enthusiasts around the state. Most fly small single-engine aircraft. Some will be very familiar with this technology, some will not have seen it at all. So let's begin with your display.
Well, Harry, what I've got here is an iPad mini, and this is going to be mounted in my airplane. And you know, there's two basic functions I'd like to discuss with you: is the pre-flight portion of the capability of this machine pre-flight, and then also taking this and putting it in your airplane and then flying with another piece of equipment, the Stratus.
Now you have to load in their software, right?
Yes, you have to load the software, and if you choose to use the Stratus, you have to buy that and then load that software in also.
And you're using ForeFlight, right?
Correct.
Okay, and that's an annual subscription.
It's an annual subscription. You know, I'm used to ForeFlight. There's a lot of different vendors out there. Garmin has a really good system. I'm used to ForeFlight, and that's what I'm using.
Okay.
So there's a lot of people that do this.
All right, go ahead.
What I put on this iPad is I loaded a hypothetical flight to Fairbanks, and what you can do is you've got the Wi-Fi connection. You need Wi-Fi connection, then you can get all your weather and all your data. So you're sitting at the coffee shop or sitting in your car if you have a telephone connection, and you're doing all your pre-flight planning. So what I've got in here is you can kind of see it. It's a hypothetical flight from Anchorage International to Talkeetna and then on up to Fairbanks. I could show you the entire route. And this is on a sectional also. I might add you could do this as an IFR, or you could do it IFR with a high or low altitude chart. But for our purposes, this will be a VFR flight.
And that's getting a live feed, is that correct? Is that why it's pulsing?
It's getting a live feed right now. It's picking up a GPS through the Stratus, and it needs Wi-Fi to do the up-to-date weather, and I don't think, we need Wi-Fi to get the up-to-date weather, which we're not getting right now.
So now if you take your iPad and you take it out to your airplane, does the Stratus provide a Wi-Fi connectivity to get the weather?
Yes. With the Stratus, this is Stratus right here. This is the box that you'll have to mount in your airplane, and basically it's you've got some lights on it that shows what it has going on. If it's picking up GPS to the satellite, also if it's picking up ADS-B. So right in the building, it's not picking up the ADS-B, so we lose that capability. But in your airplane, airborne, it will. You mount this somewhat along the longitude of the airplane, this box. It doesn't have to be level. It's just got to be along the longitude of the airplane. And then that will feed all this data into this box, and via a Wi-Fi signal that the computer knows about, we'll put it onto your iPad.
So you're getting near real-time weather on the iPad display in your airplane?
Yes.
Okay.
One of the problems they've had in the lower 48 is it's near real time. It's great NEXRAD weather. It'll give you thunderstorm information, but it's about 5 minutes old. This is not for weather avoidance. But a 5-minute-old thunderstorm, you should be avoiding it by a long ways. So it's a very capable machine. You know, looking at the screen here, we are getting our position. You see that blue dot right here. It knows it's picking up the position right here. So it is picking up some capability with the GPS.
And you can, I think you demonstrated this a moment ago, you can shrink down or enlarge the map for whatever level of detail you want, right?
Exactly. One of the things you can do with this is, just like your iPad, you can shrink it or enlarge it. So this is the hypothetical flight is starting at Anchorage International, and you can see this right here. Now see, we're clear over here at KAM, over here at APU campus. That's where it thinks it is, but you know, the flight is planned for here, so we take off from here. This is all the runway and all the data that the machine puts on here for you to keep your runway straight.
Well, let's do this, Jim. We've got actually less than a minute to go. I want to get you back on the program, but can you just show us real briefly maybe a letdown plate,
A what now?
a approach plate?
Oh, sure. Let me go.
And what we'll do next time is we'll look at the traffic advisory function and also the AHARS.
Yeah, let me see. I've got the thing loaded in. Let me.
Tell you what, I'm going to run out of time, so we'll do that next time as well. We'll probably get a couple more programs because it's very interesting and a good demonstration of what you actually have.
Sure, you bet.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed tonight's program. I want you to tune in next time. We're going to have Jim Robinson back on, pick up where we left off, and we'll talk a little bit more about the capabilities available to you now as a GA pilot with the iPad mini or similar technologies. So until next time, fly safe.